Hey guys, how you doing? This is a short article that I want to read to you guys. Shout out to Grand Misk, one of my wonderful subscribers who sent me this article. It is about TikTok possibly being sold to Elon Musk as an option. So let's get to it. China weighs sale of TikTok US to Musk as a possible option. This came out yesterday, January 14th at 10:48 a.m. Chinese officials are evaluating a potential option that involves Elon Musk acquiring the U.S. operation of TikTok if the company fails to fend off a controversial ban on the short video app, according to people familiar with the matter. Beijing officials strongly prefer that TikTok remains under the ownership of current ByteDance Limited, the people say, and the company is contesting the impending ban with an appeal to the U.S. Supreme Court. But the justice signaled during arguments on January 10th that they are likely to uphold the law. Senior Chinese officials had already begun to debate contingency plans for TikTok as part of an expansive discussion on how to work with Donald Trump's administration, one of which involves Musk, said the people, asking not to be identified, revealing confidential discussions. A potential high-profile deal with one of Trump's closest allies holds some appeal for the Chinese government, which is expected to have some say over whether TikTok is ultimately sold, said the people. Musk spent more than $250 million supporting Trump's re-election and has been tapped for a prominent role in improving government efficiency after a Republican takes office. Under one scenario that's been discussed by the Chinese government, Musk X, the former Twitter, would take control of TikTok US and run the business together, the people said. With more than 170 million users in the US, TikTok could bolster X's effort to attract advertisers. Musk also found a separate artificial intelligence company, XAI, that could benefit from the huge amounts of data generated from TikTok. Follow the Big Take daily podcast wherever you listen. Chinese officials have yet to reach any firm consensus about how to proceed, and their deliberations are still preliminary, the people said. It's not clear how much ByteDance knows about the Chinese government discussions or whether TikTok and Musk have been involved. It is also unclear whether Musk, TikTok, and ByteDance have held any talks about the terms of any possible deal. Musk and his representatives did not respond to a request for comment. Musk posted in April that he thinks TikTok should remain available in the US. In my opinion, TikTok should not be banned in the USA, even though such a ban may benefit the X platform, he wrote on X. Doing so would be contrary to freedom of speech and expression. It is not what America stands for. I agree. Yes, I've seen some crazy stuff on TikTok. I've seen some crazy things, but I feel it shouldn't be banned. And I know some people are saying, oh, it should be banned, this, and that, third. Not me. I'm one of them, especially for me as an independent. I feel that freedom of speech is very, very important, because if they can take away that, I think it's going to be a slippery slope before you go into true authoritarianism where the head honchos of the government control everything you say. And if you don't listen to them, that's it. So no, I don't got time for that. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Guo Jiakun, if I'm messing up the word, please forgive me, declined to comment on the story during a regular press briefing Tuesday, referring reporters to Beijing's previous statement on the matter. The country's government had earlier denounced U.S. attempts to ban TikTok and force its sale, calling them economic bullying and plundering. Could be. The Cyberspace Administration of China and China's Ministry of Commerce, government agencies that could be involved in decisions about TikTok's future, didn't respond to requests for comment. We can't be expected to comment on pure fiction, a ByteDance representative said. True. The talks in Beijing suggest that TikTok's fate may no longer be in ByteDance's sole control, said the people. Chinese officials recognize they will face tough negotiations with the Trump administration over tariffs, export controls, and other issues, and they see the TikTok negotiations as a potential area for reconciliation. They said, it can be. See, gotta think smart, guys, gotta think smart. The Chinese government holds a so-called golden share in a ByteDance affiliate that will give it influence over the company's strategy and operations. TikTok maintains that the control only applies to the China-based subsidiary Douyin Information Service Co. and has no bearings on ByteDance operation outside China. Still, Beijing's export rules prevent Chinese companies from selling their software algorithms like the one integral to TikTok. because the Chinese government would have to approve of a sale that includes TikTok's valuable recommendation engine, it has a significant voice in any possible deal. TikTok's U.S. operations could be valued at around $40 billion to $50 billion, Bloomberg intelligence analyst Mandeep Singh and Damian Ramirez estimated last year. That's a substantial sum even for the world's richest person. It's not clear how Musk could pull off such a transaction, whether it required the sale of other holdings or whether the U.S. government would approve. He paid $44 billion for Twitter in 2022 and is still paying off sizable loans. Musk has a positive reputation among many ByteDance employees in China. According to a person familiar with the matter, he is seen as a very successful entrepreneur who has experience engaging with the Chinese government through his Tesla Inc. business, the person added. I just want to take this short break to thank you guys for watching this video up to this point. Really, really appreciate it. I know that your time is valuable and you're spending it with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can you do me a favor? Can you please like this video, make some comments after you watch it all the way through, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I'm a new YouTuber and I'm trying to grow. And I'm trying to reach that magic number of 1,000 subscribers and get 4,000 watch hours so I can become fully monetized, get some YouTube shillings, and continue to bring you guys great content like this. But I can only do it with your help. So please help a brother out. Thank you for watching. Let's get back to it. All right. So let's see. ByteDance's leaders have repeatedly said that their priority is to fight U.S. legislation that requires the Beijing-based company sell or shut down the U.S. operations because of national security concerns. TikTok's lawyers have argued the legislation violates free speech laws under the Constitution's First Amendment. And maybe. A majority of the Supreme Court justices suggested the security concerns take priority over free speech, although they have yet to issue a formal decision. President-elect Trump, who takes office January 20th, has sought to delay the TikTok ban, which takes effect January 19th, so he can work on the negotiations. He has said he wants to save the app, and there's been speculation that he could take last-minute action to sidestep the ban. And I hope he does. On a practical level, spinning off TikTok's U.S. business would be highly complex, affecting shareholders in China as well as the U.S. lawyers for TikTok, argued before the Supreme Court that separating the U.S. portions of the product would be extraordinarily difficult. It's unclear if the U.S. TikTok will be sold off in a competitive process or if its sale would be arranged by the government. Billionaire Frank McCourt and Shark Tank investor Kevin O'Leary are part of a bid through Project Liberty to acquire TikTok, which O'Leary has said he discussed with Trump. In the past, Microsoft Corp has said to acquire the business, and Oracle Corp has a deep technology partnership with the company. One alternative for TikTok will be to move its existing U.S. customers over to a similar app with different branding to potentially sidestep the ban. One of the people said it is not clear how effective such a move would be. One person close to the company who spoke on the condition of anonymity because of the sensitivity of the strategy said before the Supreme Court hearing that the legal battle is still the focus of top executives and they will prefer to keep fighting in the U.S. rather than sell TikTok U.S. and cede control for good. Musk is in a position to influence the China-U.S. relationship as the world's richest person, with businesses that straddle the world's two largest economies. Tesla, where Musk is chief executive officer, erected a sprawling factory in Shanghai in 2019 and has since expanded the facility into the company's largest production base. The effort helped Tesla expand its market share in China despite tough local competition and build goodwill with government officials. While Trump is staffing his incoming administration with China hawks like Secretary of State nominee Marco Rubio, Musk has spoken out against some recent China trade policies, including the Biden administration tariffs on Chinese electric vehicles. The sale of TikTok to Musk could raise new questions about whether the billionaire is leveraging his relationship with Trump to further his business interests. Democrats and government watchdogs have already expressed concern that Musk could seek to roll back regulations on an investigation into Tesla's autonomous driving system and head off probes into labor practices at his companies. Musk firms hold billions of dollars in government contracts, and allies have suggested that the incoming administration can seek to expand government subsidies or contracts for SpaceX and the Starlink satellite network. Okay, Musk has also faced repeated investigation by the Securities and Exchange Committee. Okay, few expect the scrutiny to continue given the close relationship Musk have cultivated with Trump throughout the campaign and transition. Since Trump's election, Musk has been a mainstay at the president-elect Mar-a-Lago club, regularly attending meetings with foreign leaders and potential cabinet appointments while renting a cottage on the grounds. He also engaged in policy battles with some of Trump's prominent supporters, including a clash over high school worker visas with more nationalistic factions of his base. Wow. Okay. So, my brothers and sisters, what do you think about this? Do you feel that Elon or Musk should buy the company, should buy TikTok? Do you feel that it shouldn't be sold off? Do you think it's going against the First Amendment? I partly do. I understand that some people might feel that, oh, TikTok needs to go this, that, and the third. But listen, it is very valuable and it's very useful to a lot of people, both young and old. So if you have the problem with the data, how about you try to figure out where does that data go and make sure that you are talking with the company to make sure that that data is secured and not used against the American public. If it is used against the American public, then regulate it. Regulate it so that the people who use TikTok can be better served and be more secure. But tell me what you guys think. I feel that they shouldn't really, do it or try to sell it off. But that's just my opinion. I want to hear from you. Thank you for watching. Really, really appreciate you guys, especially staying up to this point. Really, really appreciate it. Sometimes I know that you can do anything that you want to do. Your time is so valuable, but you're spending it with me, and I really, really appreciate it. Shout out to the subscriber, Grand Misk, for sending this article. Really, really appreciate you, my brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can you please, guys, like the video, make some comments, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I'm a new YouTuber, and I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to reach that magic number of 1,000 subscribers and get 4,000 watch hours so I can become fully monetized. But I can only do it with your help. So please, help a brother out. Thank you for watching and listening to me read. Really appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace.